Alright then, I'll be off. I'm counting on you. I'll be in the back to help then. Roger. I run to from the classroom with my apron still on. Our class is on the second floor. The school kitchen is on the corner on the first floor. Yes? What is it? Actually, we have a maid cafe going on right now, but a few of our menu items ran out, and we were wondering if we could make a few items here. I pleaded desperately, bowing my head so much I might as well be groveling. I'll beg if that's what it takes. I'd like to let you use one, but look. She shows me how things are going on inside after saying that. There are the cooking club members in the middle of teaching children how to bake cakes. I search around to see if there are any available open spaces, but they're all filled up. We're in the middle of a lesson, so nothing will be available for a while. I see. Sorry about that. No, sorry for bothering you when you're so busy. After giving another slight bow, I return to our classroom. How about it? I make an X with my arms, breathing raggedly. No good. What to do? I think about what we could do, trying to catch my breath. I hear something fall over from inside the shop. Oh no! Our alpaca girlfriend fell over! Yukari, what's wrong with Yukari? I look out on the floor in a panic. When I do, I see Yukari collapse in the middle. Boys aren't supposed to be out in the open, but in a situation like this, even I can't be bothered with the rules. I quickly dash over to Yukari. Yukari! I call to her, and she's given no response. Take her to the nurse's office. Okay, I know. I head towards the nurse's office, holding Yukari, still wearing her maid outfit, in my arms. So you're carrying a whole ass alpaca? On my way there, students and parents look at me with perplexing gazes. But that doesn't matter to me at all. I believe this is a slight case of is that so? It's likely built up fatigue from preparations from the festival and the day itself. She should wake up after resting for a while. I'm so glad that she isn't actually sick. After leaving Yukari to rest in the nurse's office, I return to the classroom, but it seems that Shinozawa is being sensible in saying we both can just take off. At the same time, Shinozawa is trying to get one of the more ineffable boys to wear a maid outfit. Oh, he's trying effeminate. Oh, he's trying to get a boy that looks like a girl to wear a maid outfit. Is this her idea of replacement, I wonder? Regardless of the reason, I'm glad I get a break now. I'll stay by Yukari's side until she wakes up. Aw. Well, I have to make my rounds, but if anything happens, call my phone and I'll hurry back. Understood. Damn, looks like we won't be able to look around the school festival at all. Big dummy. I talk to Yukari as she sleeps. By the way, wild alpacas sleep in a strange sitting position with their heads lowered. But right now, Yukari is sleeping with her whole body beautifully, stretched flat. She appears so human. It really messes me up. That really messes me up. Just pick whether you're an alpaca or a human. Well, either Yukari is cute. I think it's supposed to be either way, Yukari is cute. The nurse's office door burst open. I thought the nurse had come back, but it's a girl wearing our school uniform. It feels like I remember her being at the same orchestra club as Yukari. Is Yukari here? Yukari is still sleeping here. What's wrong? Well, the orchestra club presentation is at 5, but Yukari hasn't come yet. So I went to the classroom and I was told that she was in the nurse's office. The clock says 4:30. 30 minutes until the performance. Now that she mentions it, I remember Yukari saying that the orchestra club is having a concert during the school festival. Would she be able to go in this condition? No! Well, let's try waking her up. No! No, let her sleep. I stand next to Yukari and call out to her. Yukari, your concert's in 30 minutes. She shows no reaction at all. I shake her a bit. Yukari, come on. Did you really not care if you don't wake up? She really isn't responding. It's fine. Please don't force her to wake up. Yeah, let her sleep. But poor Yukari looks so busy with both the club and class programs. That's even more of a reason. She practiced that hard, so she wants to go. The band members cut me off without listening to the rest and speaks. That's why it sounds like she was trying too hard. Yukari's melody? Yukari has always played with such a long, blissful melody, but she hasn't been doing well lately. She's either tired or worried or something, so we cut her solo. I didn't know that. Yukari hadn't told me anything about that. Last time I heard her playing in the music room, it didn't sound like that at all. Could it be that she wasn't sounding good during the club? We'll be able to perform this time, even without her. All that happens if she goes on stage now is that she'll be traumatized and left with bad memories. So letting her rest is in Yukari's best interest too. At least that's how I see it. Yeah, let her rest. I got it. Can you tell Yukari that when she wakes up? Also, could you comfort her? Got it. I'll be going then. She bows and leaves. I return to Yukari's side and sit down. Of course, Yukari is still resting. It's definitely my fault you're not in your best condition. Why didn't you tell me anything? I could have helped out if you had said something. No, that's not right. She never complains about things herself. It's my place to pick up on it and force her to rest if needed. She was clearly exhausted in the maid cafe today as well, but did her best and said, I'm fine. I should have made her rest then, even if I had dragged her by the hair and risked pulling it out. You mean her fur? Not just today, even though all this time, up until now, preparing for the school festival, practicing for her club, and she had a lot of homework when she was getting home too. In exchange for keeping my grades up, I'd like to join the club. That was what Yukari proposed to her parents. It'd be impossible for her to relax if she filled up her schedule like that. Then there's my attitude on top of that. Of course she'd be worried and depressed, being avoided that much. There's no way she could have talked to me about her problems. You've really been keeping everything inside. I stroke Yukari's head gently. Her body squirms like that tickles her, but it doesn't seem like her eyes are going to open. What am I doing? I'm her boyfriend. To an alpaca. No. I never noticed. It's too late to notice now. After she claps, I want to hit myself. I'd just make Yukari sad if I did that. Oh, come to think of it, something like this happened before. Yes, it was a snowy winter, the time I was preparing for my entry exam. Yukari's school of choice was a school above this one, where she'd be able to get straight into college. No, it had been decided for her that it was her choice. She studied day in and day out. Her stress piled up and she couldn't even play her beloved violin. You okay? You're not looking too good. Really? It's probably because I'm so cold. It's so cold. I'm fine. I worried and consistently asked her, and she was persistent in saying she was fine. Then the day of the exam, Yukari collapsed in front of the testing site. Stress and exhaustion were the cause. Instead of being worried about their daughter, her parents blamed her for missing out on her first choice. That's why I told them. They needed to take better care of the daughter. Yeah, the future is important, but if she's collapsing now, then she won't have a future. Man, I was so dumb back then. Barging into someone's house and yelling at them. Of course they tossed me out, but because of that, I was able to start dating her. Then we were able to start studying together at my first choice, which was Yukari's second choice. To be clear, it was more like she taught me, but we both were able to get into this school. Yukari pushes herself, unless I catch her. She tries twice as hard as others, so she's not able to curb herself. Wasn't it my duty to make sure she didn't push herself too hard and apply the brakes for her? Pathetic. I forget that she's an alpaca sometimes. What? Yukari wakes up. I look at the clock. It's 7 p.m. All the simple cleanup is done and everyone is probably at the bonfire now. It's dark outside. What time is it? 7? Yukari. Kazuma, hey, what happened to me? Why am I in the nurse's office? I calm her down first, then brief her on what happened up until then. I see, so everything's over now. Sorry, looks like we can't see the festival together. No, it's fine. There's nothing I really wanted to see. Yukari stares at me. It feels like her gaze can see right through me, and I reflectively turn away. Kazuma, lies are no good. You really want to see everything, didn't you? So she knows I was lying. Well, I did want to, but I'm more worried about you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I need to go and apologize to everyone in the club too. Yukari laughs mockingly at herself. What will you do? Want to at least show up to the bonfire? Oh, what to do? But it might feel a bit awkward just showing up right at the end. I see. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, I probably wouldn't go to the bonfire, even if I was like, oh, I'm better now. That would just be awkward. I don't like awkward. I'm too awkward myself. I don't think anyone in the class or in her club would be bothered by that. Well, she herself is bothered by it. Hey, Kazuma, what is it? I want to go to the roof. It'd be nice to breathe in the fresh air. Got it, let's go. We leave the nurse's office and head towards the roof. Oh, the wind feels nice. That voice! Yukari stretches and it makes me stretch as well. Being this late, it's gotten pretty cold. That means summer is almost over. Oh, it's all but over. For the record, September is considered fall. Just saying. Haha, that's true. We fail to continue the conversation past that and fall into silence. Kazuma, you know? There's something I felt like I had to tell you, but I've kept quiet about it all this time. It's too late now, but my solo part in the performance was cut out. Then what the girl from the orchestra said is true. I intended to try my absolute hardest, but it looks like the intent was all I had. Tears welled up in Yukari's eyes. Aw. If they had put like animation in there, like it made that lip quiver, I probably would just quit. I would just quit right there and be like, that's it. I feel, what's with this music? What's with this music? I feel worthless. Nothing is going well. I'm trying my best, but I can't do anything. I have nothing to show. This does not feel appropriate for the situation. This music. That's not. Even today, I collapsed partway through the maid cafe. I couldn't be at the concert today, and I'm doing nothing but causing problems for everybody. That's not true. I'm going to say it, but I have nothing. I was going to say it, but I had nothing to say that could prove her wrong. Yes, Yukari collapsed today and caused a lot of problems for everybody. However, it isn't my fault for letting Yukari's life end up like this. If I had been more attentive... Wait, did I read that last sentence wrong? If I had been more attentive to her needs, then this wouldn't have happened. Haha. I just feel so tired now. Oh, she's crying. I can't take it. I can't take it. Yukari anxiously voices rings out. I try so hard, yet everything ends up badly. Is it not enough? How hard do I have to try? She endures and endures and endured. Now she's unable to stop the flow of emotions over how much she has endured. What can I do for her? No, this isn't the time to be thinking of that. My girlfriend is crying in front of me. What can I do for her? Yukari. I raise my voice over Yukari's to cut her off, then embrace her tightly. Kazuma? I'm sorry. It's my fault. I should have been watching you better. It's not your fault, Kazuma. I'm just worthless. She continues to blame herself. Everything I do is half-baked, and that's why I don't have a single thing to show for it. No, it's my fault for making you this worried. I have to tell her what it's been like for me up until now. Are you finally going to tell her that she looks like an alpaca? But how? Bluntly, you look like an alpaca to me. No, if I tell her that, it would be just throwing her into confusion and make her even more messed up. It's way too far-fetched an idea. She'd be the one who's crazy if she actually believed me. More likely, she'd think I'm wrong in the head and distance herself from me. Then how do I tell her? Do I even have the right to say it stay at Yukari's side after pushing her into a state where she's in that she's in now? I can only imagine imagine that by staying with her, there will be a chance I will make her even more unhappy. I'm quickly losing confidence in myself, yet I take one step forward. I have to tell her. I release the hand embracing her, look Yukari in the eyes, and speak. I see you as an alpaca. You probably can't go out. I probably can't go out with you on it. Do you like alpacas? Do you like alpacas? I think I'm going to say, I see you as an alpaca. Because you're not saying that she is an alpaca. Like, I see you, you're an alpaca. But you're saying, I see you as an alpaca. And she's probably going to misinterpret it as saying, like, you know, because he says that alpacas are his most, like, absolute favorite thing in the world besides his girlfriend. So he's like, I love alpacas. I see you as an alpaca. I love you. So, I can save. I can save. Yes. Okay. I see you as an alpaca. Yukari, you look like an alpaca to me. What? What do you mean? Yukari doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying. This is the same reaction as when I talked to Shinozawa about it for the first time. It's natural. At that time, I was just blown off. But this isn't going to be the case this time. I need to explain it properly. I mean, right now, standing in front of me, you look like an alpaca. Alpaca meaning those animals you love? Yes, exactly. What do you mean? I don't understand. It looks like Yukari has never thought she might look like an alpaca before. It could be that she has always been an alpaca, and I have finally been able to recognize that she is one. But this response completely dashes that hope. Do you mean you love me as much as alpacas? Yes. Well, go with that. Yukari is trying in her own way to work out what I mean. This isn't right, though. This isn't me trying to say something in a roundabout way. It's something much more simpler. No, that's not right. Well, it's true, but that's not what I mean. You see, I grasp for words that will convey the proper meaning, but at the same time, I feel that no words will bridge the gap of an understanding between us. There is a long, continuous silence. Neither Yukari nor I know what to say in this situation. What can you say in this situation? To be honest, you should have had this conversation on the bus. Woke up from your little nap on the bus, turned to her and say, Yukari, you look like a alpaca to me right now. There's something wrong with me right now. You were a girl a moment ago. I went to sleep. I woke up. You look like an alpaca. Take me to a doctor. The bell rings, signifying that the bonfire is over. That note feels like it's a signal of the end of a relationship too. The mood is heavy. I'm about to crack a joke to lighten this unbearable heavy mood, but Yukari speaks first. I am not sure what you mean by that, but I understand what you're trying to tell me. Her expression is one of neither anger nor sorrow. Rather, it is confusion. I'll try to believe what you're telling me. I'm sorry for not telling you until now. There is no reason to apologize, but why? I don't know how to answer, even if she asks me why. Since when? Huh? Since when did you start seeing me as an alpaca? Could it be right from the start? No, you were human when I first met you. You were human. Those words felt bizarre. Saying it to myself makes me feel like I'm going crazy. I've never had to check someone's species ever before in my life. Remember when we met at, we went to Alpaca Kingdom for your birthday? Since then. I see. We both head home in our separate ways after exchanging awkward farewells. The school, it feels more distant and cold than usual after everyone left. Did I do the right thing? That night, I lie in anguish, alone in my bed. Regardless of whether it's true or not, was it the right thing to do to tell her the honest truth? Again, you should have had this conversation when you were on the bus the moment it happened. Communication is key. That is what makes us better than other animals in the animal kingdom. It's the fact that we are intelligent and we are able to communicate effectively. No, if I want to stay together with Yukari, I have to tell her in one form or another. But is this really the best way? With the festival over, only loneliness remains with me as night passes me by. I keep waiting, my eyes locked on the ceiling, but sleep never finds me. Okay, so this is a holiday. Are not? Okay. I keep waiting, my eyes locked on the ceiling. Oh, no, wait. The day after the festival, we come to school in the morning to clean up. Oh, maybe it is a holiday and they're just cleaning up. She's still an alpaca. Damn it. I thought that would break the curse. Looks like Yukari's here. Morning. Morning. Because of yesterday, it feels awkward to be with Yukari, so we came to school separately. We exchanged greetings, but that just feels weird between us. I distance myself by talking nonsense with my classmates so as to casually avoid Yukari. Why do we have to come into school on a national holiday anyway? Seriously, man, I wish they just let us off at least today. Just be grateful we took care of all the kitchen waste yesterday. You know, it'd be cool if you could, committee members just cleaned up by yourselves, yeah? What the hell are you saying? We spent the whole summer vacation working on the plans for this. You could at least help us, help clean up. Hey now, calm down. But yeah, does feel a bit lonesome after the festival is all over. You're right. Well, for better or for worse, we are busy up until yesterday. It probably feels like this because it's all gone now. I see. We don't get very far into wrapping up with all of our bantering. The rest of our classmates seems to be fatigued. Still seems to be fatigued from yesterday and seems a bit down. Okay, everybody, how's the cleaning up going? Shinozawa, who was nowhere to be found until now, calls us to attention. Where has she been? Nobody forget to hand in their maid cafe receipts, did they? Or actually, even if you forgot and hand them in now, I still won't embellish. Whoa, won't even if they forgot, she says. I have some serious qualms about that. I can understand if it was something like the extra drinks we bought that day, but if it's, say, the receipts for all the curtains we changed, that's going to hurt. Well, I didn't have to deal with any receipts though, so no problems for me. The cakes from the Black Cat Cafe went directly between Shinozawa and the owner. So, oh, there's a boy in the corner that looks like he's going to burst out crying. He definitely forgot to turn in his receipts. That's unfortunate. Sorry, but there's just nothing I can do about it. So, I'll announce our profits from yesterday's then. Wow, that was fast. Don't be surprised. Our gross profit is... Ooh. It's 110,000 yen. So that, say, is about so $1,100. Yeah, that's quite a bit for a single day of a maid cafe in a school. Whoa! Everyone cheers, making 110,000 yen in a single day is pretty impressive, don't you think? Frankly, it feels unreal. What kind of business would you have to pull off to make that kind of profit? I get the feeling that if Shinozawa ever runs a company, it would just it'll just keep expanding. So let's decide the day to have our big party. Everyone claps. We haven't even packed the data we haven't even picked the date yet, but everyone is already in a celebratory mood. We're talking about Shinozawa here, so our party is probably going to happen in a pretty fancy place. Okay, I think everyone is pretty tired today, so let's quickly finish cleaning and go home. Shinozawa takes charge, and everyone is about to resume their cleanup work. At that moment, Yukari timidly lifts her hand. What is it, Yukari? Oh, well, I'd like someone to help me collect the furniture we brought in from the maid cafe. As usual, she's bad at standing out in front of others. You should be able to just announce it outright. They are your classmates. Shouldn't you be asking your husband for that? What? Yukari is thrown into a panic, not expecting that jab. Yukari turns to me, troubled, and then but that moment our eyes meet and she instantly turns away. Okay, this is certainly not a load that we can carry himself. So let's all do it. Hop to it, everybody. Shinozawa throws out a lifesaver for Yukari's troubles. So where do we take it? Oh yeah, the same as when it was brought in, since Daddy is coming to the schoolyard. Okay, athletic club guys, with nothing to do, carry the furniture around here to the schoolyard. The athletic club members split up the furniture and begin carrying it out like they were in a moving company. I was thinking about helping, but they were carrying all of the furniture quite quickly. I feel like I should be working out a bit more after seeing that power. Yukari picks up her teddy bear and heads down the yard. As she leaves the room, our eyes meet again. It looks like she wants to say something, but she moves on without a word. She's probably in a state where she has no idea what to say, bothered by yesterday's events, the same as me. It'd be a problem if it stays like that, though. I have to find some way to break the ice. But it's not that easy to make the mental light bulb go ding. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Shinozawa calls me out as she heaves a big cardboard box. Shinozawa, am I talking out loud? I figured I grumbled a bit, but I was sure the rest was an internal monologue. Maybe I just thought it was, and I've actually been blabbering all of that. Nah, I turn over my memories, but those thoughts didn't actually come out of my mouth. Even if you don't say it out loud, I can tell by your grumbling and your expression. Yukari, Shinozawa, are all girls just mind readers? Yes. Yes, we are. It's like I have no privacy at all. You don't. No, you don't. Well, anything you're worried about has to do with Yukari anyways. Why don't just go and apologize now? Although this is more important, I need to ask you a favor. Don't just tell me my worries aren't important. Then again, she does know exactly what I was worrying about, so I can't exactly say anything back to her. I'm getting more and more frightened of girls. There's a shop called Caspra del Sol on the 3rd floor of the Fujimura building in the front of the station. Can I ask you to take these costumes back there? Shinozawa keeps speaking as I keep my mouth shut. Then she tosses me the cardboard box without even waiting for me to respond. Well, this is part of my job, so I should carry it, but I don't mind returning them, but shouldn't you get them cleaned before returning them? It's her right to do whatever she wants if she buys or makes them, but if she's borrowing them, it would only be proper to wash them before returning them. Oh, that's fine, just fine. The owner there owes me pretty big, even if, and it was a give and take this time too. Give and take. So Shinozawa gives them something so they lend us these costumes? What, I wonder? I'm curious, so I should just ask. I am a committee member, after all, so I should have the right to ask. So, Shinozawa, so for this give and take, what did you... Shinozawa, what should we do with these curtains? What did you give and what did you take? Well, one part of that was these costumes. The conversation is cut off by a classmate before I'm able to finish asking her. Oh, I'm coming. Shinozawa heads off to check on the curtains, not even listening to me. Oh yeah, they'll understand if you tell them my name. I'm counting on you. She dashes back for a second after dashing off. So I wonder if she's going to answer me. This isn't the case today. Yeah, got it. I get a quick reply and head to my cubby. Who'd be messaging me right now? I try taking my cell phone out, but my hands are full of the cardboard box, so I can't pull it out. I don't need to check it right now, I think, but it'd be a problem if it was an emergency. So I put down the cardboard box and take out my cell phone. Yukari. It's a message from Yukari. All it says is, I'm waiting on the roof. That short sentence feels decisive. I ought to respond, but my hands stop just before I press the reply button. How should I reply? This probably means she wants to tell me something about yesterday. That's something she probably decided already. The urge to rush up to the roof right now swells up inside me. But I should just calm down and think. If Yukari isn't able to accept what I told her yesterday and plans to put distance between us, how should I respond to that when the time comes? I can't brush it off now and say it was just a joke. I confess to her decisively. Should I try explaining all over again, or should I just ask her to believe me? I don't feel confident enough to explain the situation to her right now. Then I should probably not do it today, but pick a different date, after lots of consideration and planning to hear what Yukari has to say. And you know, Shinozawa asked me to return these costumes too, so I could refuse probably easy. I tell myself that. But this is all just an excuse. Then what should I do? I shall save! That's what I should do. I can't reply in time. I replied to her message, I'll go ASAP. Yeah, we're gonna go see her. I replied to her message with a, I'll be there ASAP. What are you gonna do if you can't trust your girlfriend? I have to take whatever she gives me. I'm pretty sure it's okay if I don't return the costumes immediately. More than that, stores are usually open until night, so there should be no problems going on. But it's a holiday. I'm surprised they're even open. Even after I listened to her. I put the cardboard box in the corner of the classroom and head to the rooftop. What does she want to talk about? I can't shake my anxiety, but it should be the same for Yukari. I won't let Yukari dwell in her worries alone. Hey, did I keep you waiting? Kazuma, no, I just got here a few moments ago and sent you that message. I see, good. I can't keep you waiting after all. Oh, you're so kind. She blushes a little. Thank you for saving me yesterday at the festival. Did I do something? Didn't you carry me to the nurse's office when I would collapse? You stayed by my side until I woke up. Because you're my girlfriend. Yeah, I'm your girlfriend. Yukari nods to herself. She seems to be satisfied with something. Doesn't it feel like we are skipping class when we're on the rooftop at a time like this? It does. As we make small talk, the sun falls a bit. We haven't yet talked about the real reason why we're here, most likely. So, yeah. She called me to the rooftop, meaning there's something she wants to talk to me about directly. Yukari understands what I want to say without even saying the rest. So, is this what it means to breathe in harmony? No, we aren't there yet. I don't understand yet, but what she wants to talk about. So I'll just listen intently. Her thoughts, her resolve. Yukari takes slow, deep breaths. I accept anything she tells me.